about that in the house, like, before we got here. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm signing NDA. I'm like, bro, it's crazy with this NDA.
So we are gonna go to Jenny Sushi.
Yes, sir.
Who is going to, hopefully she'll pick up her horn, and John and Jay and Jenny Sushi.
Pronoun, so
hey.
Can,
Hi.
Oh, okay. Is this you, Jenny?
Yeah, hold on. Here you go.
Boy.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm trying to fix
Howdy.
the lighting.
Sorry, I was just trying to... Still there? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm still here. So my picture is tiny. You guys probably see it differently.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's still tiny on mine, too, but don't worry.
Okay. Are you sure you...
You look like you're an itty-bitty person.
It looks better, right? Yeah. I was trying to fix the lighting. I put makeup on for you guys.
Oh, you look fine, young lady. Don't worry.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Like this.
Okay.
Let me not be so booby.
Oh, hey, I need a bigger picture.
Does that look okay? I look so harsh. Okay. Well, you want to start now? Are we starting now? Okay.
Let's get it going here in just a second.
Thank you so much for having me. And like, it was crazy, the back and forth, but we're here now.
I can imagine. Okay, anytime, Jiggy. Sorry, we're waiting on him to get there.
No problem. So can I get your own name? So what is your name, Miss?
I am Jaybird Wells. Jaebyrd Wells. You can Google me anywhere.
So how do you want me to call you?
You can call me Jay.
Okay, Jay. That's easy. Jay. I don't want to be like, I don't know. I just want to be rude. Jaybird. Okay, cool.
Sorry, Jay's a silly person.
Yeah, some people call me Jaybird. That's fine. Whatever you want.
Okay, Jay.
People call her other names, but that's a totally different story.
That's a different
And now,
story.
what's your name?
My name is John. Nice and simple.
Jenny. Jay, John, and Jenny.
Yep. The JJJs.
Yeah.
And Jiggy. So that's 4 J's on the same
John
time.
and Jiggy.
He's on there, but
I should have went on your guys' podcast or like looked you up before just to get an idea of what you guys do. So I feel bad. So Jiggy, and John. Jenny.
Yep.
yeah, lots of times I just sit in and help when I can because my jobs lets me. So.
And where am I calling? This is I saw Kansas. Where are y'all from?
I'm in Wichita, Kansas. She's just outside of Wichita. And Jiggy James, who's the actual proprietor of the show, and is having way too much fun trying to get stuff going on his end because of something with the Skype and his internet and stuff. He's from Hutchinson, Kansas, which is just about 30 minutes northwest of Wichita.
Okay.
So Wichita's down more towards the south central. Like you're like an hour and a half away from Oklahoma City, straight north.
And so for your show, what do you guys cover? Like just everything, entertainment,
He does a little bit of everything. The Sunday is kind of lots of times just kind of an ad lib, kind of have fun, whoever he can get. During the week, he does more of a serious, like 2-hour show. Somebody has a lot of authors, doctors, different stuff there, politicians. You would actually probably fit in more on the Monday through Friday show and everything. So, yeah, it's not like it's a bad thing, but it's like you're more of a kind of a serious guest where lots of times on the Sunday show, it's local artists, bands, porn stars, anything, you name it.
No, that's
and then
cool.
me and James Jiggy do a show on Thursdays. We record it on Thursdays, but I don't know when he puts it out. But it's we're both wrestling freaks. I used to be a pro wrestler part-time, so we interview people with the wrestling business and stuff for an hour.
Very cool, very cool.
And then Jiggy just started hosting, or he records for me on Sundays before this show. I do a show called Tea Time with PJ Gangsta.
Okay. Fun.
I'm going to see if he is ready.
So how long have y'all been together doing this show?
She's been around longer than me, but
4 years, 5 years.
So it's okay. So you guys, you're like meat and potatoes.
Right.
That's cool. Is it been like busier now because of like the shutdown? Do you notice more analytics, like people watching and listening more?
More people have time.
Right.
It was amazing how many interviews he was getting. because usually he had to work really hard. There's
Amazing.
I can't
yeah.
remember what Irwin's last name is, but you're on the West Coast, right?
Yes, Cali.
Okay.
I'm on East West. Don't even know.
Yeah, he's out there. There's a guy, Irwin. God, I can't remember if it's Zucker or something like that, but he's wrote some books. He does a lot of booking of talents and stuff for interviews and stuff. And he finds Jiggy a lot of these. So
Nice.
I may have the last name wrong, but he's real super nice older guy like that. And I mean, he's hilarious because I helped interview him once on the show. So
Cool.
I am trying to figure out if he is going to start.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
hitting the record button.
I'll look up your guys' podcast and I'll follow. So I'll
Yeah,
just.
he's actually got an app. It's called the Jiggy Jaguar Show. So
Yeah.
And then I'll look you all up too, Jiggy Jag. Why not?
If you do find me on Facebook, yes, I do personally maintain all 7 of those accounts you find.
So Jay Bird, and then John. How can I find you? Like, I'll just follow your podcast and give. I don't know.
yeah, pretty much
Shout
it. I'm
out.
getting ready to try to do a thing on
And your IGs
Hopefully.
too. Let me know so I can kind of tag you.
like
Maybe I
put
should
on
just take a picture of this. Can I take a picture?
Oh yeah.
We are live.
Oh,
We're recording now?
We are.
That is it. Okay, welcome to the Sunday program on the Jiggy Jaguar Network. Right now, we've got a wonderful young lady. And do you want to go? Is it Jenny Sushi or Sush or? Not trying to be a smart aleck.
Sushi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finally found a little bit of something on you. I was looking for you on the internet all over.
Oh.
Then I found you under your actual last name, and I'm not going to say that because you don't. If you don't want that, that's good. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could look it up and see it, but I just rather. If someone really wants to find me, then they'll find it. But yeah, it's just So Jenny Sushi, because sushi chef, yeah.
She gets it because, like, I have a personal life, and that's my Selena Kai life, and this is my Catwoman life. So she gets it.
Yeah, you get a lot of people that have a lot of time on their hands, or get a little perturbed or wound up from something you said, and then they look you up, and they, the whole cyberbullying and the stalking happens.
Yeah, that.
But they really wanted, they could find it, but
that's the reason I was asking you. So.
Yeah. So where do you find your stuff?
Okay, so Jenny with the Y, Sushi with an E, and if you just Instagram, it's Jenny Sushi, Twitter, Facebook page, and then on my Roku TV, the channel, you can just search the Jenny Sushi Show or Jenny Sushi. Again, with Jenny with a Y, Sushi with an E.
Now, how do you find your book? What's the name of your book?
Oh, it's okay. So no, not a book. It's a magazine cookbook, and So I have a show on the Roku channel. It's going to be on Amazon Fire soon, and it's just me jibber-jabbering with celebrities, artists, athletes, influencers, entrepreneurs, and we just kind of interview, and I show them how to make sushi, and that's all the episodes from that, and recipes are going into the cookbook magazine.
I love that. That's kind of like...
And it's just like, so these people that I find for the show, it's like somebody I organically follow. It's not like their managers hit me up. I hit them up because they're connected with some charity or they're doing something positive with their social media platform. So I feel like it's a responsibility just to spread more awareness to that. So like these people I follow and local celebrities here in California. We make a sushi roll. I put the recipe on the cookbook and like an article, and then whatever charity they're connected to.
Now there's a photo floating around Facebook about a sushi pizza. Do you know anything about that?
Sushi pizza? Yeah. No, I've seen a sushi cake, which I think is weird, and I've seen a sushi burrito, but I haven't seen a sushi pizza. So is it like actual dough, pizza dough, and then raw slices of pizza or sushi, or is it just rice with sashimi slices?
I saw the seaweed on the bottom for the crust, and then the rice, and then the different and
Okay, so it's like a tostada. Like how the tacos are folded, so now it's like an open, like a tostada with the beans. Yeah. you know what, like whatever. People want to get creative, sell it, rebrand it a different way. I'm open to it. You just have to get past the people that don't like the raw fish. Is there any like the cooked stuff like tempura on there, or is it just like the full on
I
sashimi?
don't know.
I want to see this. I gotta look this up. I would look it up on my phone right now. I'm like, the competition. But that's actually simpler and easier to do if you're gonna do some kind of pizza with a sushi. There's a
Yummy.
whole art with like rolling a roll.
Oh, I can imagine that. I've seen that stuff. I don't know how they
Now,
Do you like
get that
sushi?
kind of a skill.
Do y'all like sushi?
I am not a sushi person
I
at all, but
I like
I don't
sushi.
hate it. I'm just not into it.
I like sushi, but there's certain raw fish that I'm not allowed to eat, so I have to be careful.
Okay, so Jay,
Yes.
what restaurant would you go to where you live in Kansas? Because I don't know how that would work with like the fish being I don't know. Are you guys by the ocean? No, I don't think so, right?
No,
Right in the middle of the U.S.
Okay.
Every big city in Kansas has some kind of a sushi restaurant.
It's big. It's big. And plus, you know what, with sushi, especially when it's Americanized, it's a fusion. You can have whatever you want in a sushi roll. And it doesn't have to be raw fish. You can dude, over here there's like a chicken teriyaki roll. If you like chicken teriyaki, they put it with avocado, cucumber, roll it up, and on the top put some sauce. So it's whatever you want. Sushi actually means rice, vinegared rice. It doesn't mean raw fish.
Really?
Yeah, and if you don't, like you said, John, if you don't like raw fish, you can have like a chicken teriyaki roll.
See, what's funny is
Sushi
it's
roll.
not so much the fish part of it. It's like a lot of places use like avocado and stuff, and I'm just not into avocado.
Oh,
It's not that I hate it. It's just I find it very bland.
It's maybe it's the texture that you don't like.
Well, that's with cucumbers. I cannot eat cucumbers to save my life because the texture just, ugh. You know. It's
Okay,
like,
what do you like? Do you like?
see, now I'm weird. I like stuff like I can't eat it like I used to, but I used to love stuff like boiled cabbage, sauerkraut, different stuff like that. It's like I love rice and different things with it, but it's just more like there's certain things that I'm just not that. It's flavor. It's not that it's bad. And I mean, I've got some weird food allergies too, so
Okay.
nothing like super serious where I'd like go like and keel over, but. It's like if I eat raw berries or something, I get like a kind of, a little closing of the throat. It's not bad, but you can feel the spasms from it. So.
Oh my God, have you been like that all your life?
It's weird. I guess I had a bunch of food allergies as a baby. And then as I, about age 2, all my food allergies went away. And then about my 3rd year of college, all my food allergies kicked right back in. So.
Yeah, your body changes. Yeah.
What I found out about some of those allergies is that you're missing certain enzymes.
Well, I'm just saying it was like it went from nothing to back to it. It's like I can't do raw berries. I can't do certain cheeses. I've got a slight lactose intolerance. It's not complete, but
I am lactose sensitive. I remember a couple years ago, someone brought over some eggnog. It was so good, so tasty, and all of a sudden my stomach, it felt like a balloon was just blowing up in my stomach. So I'm not lactose intolerant, it's lactose sensitive, and I take pills from Costco. Like it's like Lactaid, and I'll take 3 or 4 pills before I eat something. That has dairy in it.
Try to get the lactose free because most people that are bothered by it, they're bothered by the milk sugars. You get rid of that part of it, and it doesn't get you as bad. That's basically. People say they're allergic, but you're not allergic to lactose. It's a intolerance.
Yeah.
But if you look and see, like some people like to get like almond milk and stuff like that, but it's so rich. But if you sit there and just find at the store, it'll have lactose free, and you can find it. It's actual milk, but they've got rid of the lactose, which is what most people have the problems with.
Right. Lactaid is a good milk. In the morning, I'll do a little bit of that, and I use my little agitator or like that little thing that froths up the milk. I put it in my coffee. I know.
See, from what I've researched is that there's actually certain cows that causes lactose intolerance. We own a cow called Dexter, and it doesn't have the enzyme that causes lactose intolerance in humans.
So the cow, Dexter himself doesn't have.
Right.
Wait,
It's a
Dexter, is that a guy? He makes milk?
no, it's a breed of cows that
I thought it was a cow that. Okay.
no, 'cause
Right. I did
most
too.
of the cows that they have for dairy, it causes it has an enzyme that causes lactose intolerance in humans.
Interesting. So there's
Well,
a
there's
breed of
also
cows
Yes.
named Dexter that don't have that
Yeah.
enzyme. That's
well, there's
Exactly.
also
Did they
there's also
sorry, did they purposely breed them like that?
Well,
I think
they
it's
purposely breed the dairy cows to produce dairy milk. So, like, for example, you know how the different dogs are bred for their different qualities? Same as
Okay.
cows.
Okay.
Cows are bred for their different qualities. The Dexter cow is a dairy, meat, and a working cow. So it's got all three qualities. Whereas all of the dairy cows in the market for milk production, that's what they bred those cows for, was milk production.
Dude, they should have like a Netflix special on this. I never even knew this. People should know
I
about
didn't
this.
either. I
They
do
they
know
don't.
certain
I mean,
types of
I
people
love
are
those
more sensitive
docu-series and
to it. So
documentaries when you learn like what's going on behind. I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would.
Me and Jessica need to stay in touch, or I'm sorry, me and Jenny need to stay in touch.
I know. I'm like, I'll message him like, hey, is this cow okay? Where does lactate come from? These are good things to know, though.
Well, let's get
so
back
does
to
Jenny?
sushi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, went
How
on a
did that
tangent
come
there.
about? The whole thing with it is that kind of like the guy that does
That was your
the
fault.
talk with people and does the hot wings as they go up. Um, were you
That was
how'd
your
you
fault,
come up
John.
with the whole idea of doing the sushi and interviewing people?
Oh, okay, the sushi interview. Okay, so well, I'm a sushi chef, and
Yeah.
I have a business called Sushi Art, and that started, I don't even know, like a few years back. I used to work at being a female sushi chef. It's very difficult getting hired at restaurants, at sushi restaurants. Less than 2% of sushi chefs are female. It's because of just like tradition and like old
Right.
school beliefs that women, because of our periods, we don't taste the salt and that our hands are too hot. This is like Japanese thinking. But fast forward to here in America, it's still kind of the same thing because a lot of the sushi restaurants, the good ones, are owned by Japanese or Koreans, and they don't want females working there unless you're a hostess or a waitress. But I wanted to be a sushi chef. Went to the school, got hired at a restaurant, and then when I wanted to leave and get hired somewhere else, I had a difficult time. So I started actually working at a farmer's market, and the business was called Sushi with an E, because I'm a female, and then art, because and then if you see the words are like heart, because I love sushi. Anyway, so farmer's market making sushi rolls. My girlfriend was like, "Hey, you need to think outside the box because you're competing with a lot of like rock star sushi chefs," and she was like, "What about naked sushi?" I'm like, okay. So I looked it up, and a lot of the people or the guys it was mostly men that were doing the naked sushi were like, they were doing it for bachelor parties, card games. It's more like that trashy, raunchy kind of thing. And I always envisioned it as classy, beautiful. So I put that on not on the menu, but put that on the stuff that we had offered, and that actually kind of made me popular. And that's how sushi art really got more eyes on it. And I was doing a lot of red carpet events. I did the Golden Globes, celebrity parties, and that's how I became kind of like, oh, this is the girl that would do the sushi. And so sushi is more popular during the summer months because it's cold. Cold food. And then January,
Right.
February is more of the awards season. And one of the ladies that does fashion shows was like, hey, do you want to do the red carpet interview? Sure. I'm like, fine, I'll do that. So that was their thing. They're like, oh, the naked sushi chef is doing red carpet interviews. So that's how that came to be. So I was doing red carpet interviews and like during the awards season. And then I went to Vegas for the Manny Pacquiao fight, and it was Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner fight. Someone had approached me to start covering boxing.
Yep, I seen.
Fast forward. So I'm sorry, it's such a long thing I've explained. So
Oh,
fast forward, that's how that all started. I started doing the interviews, and then I'm like, hey, somebody was like, hey, we can get you on Roku TV. You and your red carpet, you doing the sushi, and then we're like, why don't we just mix it together and basically show our guests how to make sushi, name the roll after them, and just chit chat and talk. So that's how all that came together.
Okay,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I tried to make
No,
it
I
really
loved it.
fast.
That's
I don't
what
keep
you
rambling
want is
on.
people to keep doing that. It's perfect.
I'm misunderstanding. I keep hearing you say naked sushi.
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
Naked
yes.
as in how does that work? Were you naked when you did this?
Oh no. Okay, so not okay. So naked. So not me. I would hire
Okay.
some model. I would.
Okay.
Yeah. No, not me. So I had a model. So we would have an event, and it was mostly like red carpet events or celebrity events where it's co-ed, not just male guests. It was like both girls and guys, and it was more like that wow factor. Like, oh my God, there's naked sushi. I would hire a female and a male model, and
Okay.
they would basically, okay, so they would be shaved and, clean. They'd shower before, and then we would cover their private areas, the breast area and the crotch area with leaves, and then and bamboo leaves, and then I would place sushi on their body. So
Okay,
it wasn't
now I
on
know
their
exactly what
skin.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't on their skin. There would be like a little, here's like a coaster, but so there
You're
was like a
basically
little
eating
something,
sushi off
and then
them.
we put sushi on them. And it was more of like that wow factor. People took lots of pictures, they loved it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was it. So we had a male and female model. We got something for the girls too. So that's how like everybody was like, oh my God, a lot of Hollywood celebrities like, oh, we know her, we've seen that. And then my girlfriend was like, hey, would you like to do red carpet interviews? Because people, they recognize you anyways.
Yeah.
So that's how the interviews and the sushi came to be. But the naked sushi, yes, I would have models laying down. We would cover their bodies with flowers and bamboo leaves and put sushi on them. And then on the table there would be like plates with sushi around them. It's very tastefully done, very sexy.
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah.
like raunchy or anything. Because there is companies that do the raunchiness, but we didn't do that.
Now, see, I have an idea, and you need to quote me on this. But the
Okay, let
next,
me write this down. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
the next time you do a naked sushi, you need to complement it with some of those models that are painted with
No,
close.
yeah, we've had that. We've had
Uh,
models that have the body painting, and then
yeah.
we have an artist come and they would use, I forgot the name of the paint that he was non-toxic, and then they
Yeah.
would paint on their bodies. We also would do, God, I wish I could share this with you. I would it's called living art, and we would have mannequin models. You pay them like maybe a $500, whatever it is per hour, and I would have them wearing an outfit, and they would hold a position, like say it was like this, for like maybe 45 minutes,
Jeez.
and then for like the whole time, and then they would move like this again, like move throughout the event, and just like embracing living art. And people loved that shit. They'd freak the fuck out because you'd have a woman and she would be like head to toe wearing white, even the fingers covered shoes, and she had like a lampshade with an LED light shining through. So you would see nothing, not her face, but a lampshade. And then she would just stand there like this or whatever it was for 45 minutes. And then she'd move again. And people were like, what the hell? And they would all take pictures. But yeah, just embracing living art. And then
What
making
was
it.
that position again?
What?
What was that position again?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, 'cause
it's good.
I can see my little so I wanted to really show what they were doing. But yeah, that was
Strike
one
the
of the
pose.
events that we did.
Okay, Jenny,
Yes.
I find it amazing that you are a sushi chef because usually you don't see anybody your age, as in that's more of it because you're younger. Most of the sushi chefs are much older. Like
Right.
that, you've really got to work to get into it.
Exactly.
It's one of those things where you almost like apprentice for years and stuff
Uh-huh.
and things. So, I mean, that's the part of it that I was amazed. Not that you are one, but
Yeah.
that at your
mean,
age.
Yeah, I feel so. This is the thing. That's like the whole old school whatever. Yeah, old school. And that's like that sushi is like that Edo style sushi where you have a piece of fish over rice and they use soy sauce. They use soy sauce that's been brewed for so many years and from the nuns in the mountains. Or that's like the Japanese style. But we're in America and most of Americans don't just want to eat a slice of fish over rice and soy sauce with wasabi. They want the different textures, they want the different rolls. like one of the popular places here is like Sushi on Fire, and they have all these different type of rolls where there's like asparagus, carrots, sauce, all these different things. They don't teach that in Japan. They teach that here in America, and it's just
Is
being
that
here.
American version?
Yes, it is. Because when you go to Japan, I was just there last year, you're not going to go there and ask them for a California roll or a volcano roll or a Vegas roll. None of that exists. To put tempura flakes or shrimp tempura in a roll in Japan, mm-mm.
That's
No.
healthy.
No, no, you just don't do it. It's kind of like Kansas barbecue. Take it, put ketchup on it, put it with some rice and soy sauce with some asparagus. I put it in a roll. You're like, dude, you're murdering it. That's how you would think, right? And that's how they would think in Japan. But here in America, it's whatever is going on locally, whatever vegetables or the style of eating, like if it's more spicy over there, whatever is going on locally is what they incorporate into the roll. It's kind of like a burrito. Like burritos, you put whatever you want in it. Shrimp, carne asada, guacamole. You're putting a lot of different flavors and just local vegetables and whatever you want in it. So you saying that I'm not like how I'm younger, I don't look old, I have, but I did actually study under a sensei in LA, and he's old school. So I learned the fundamentals and how to cook rice properly, how to make the sauces. I learned all of the traditional things that I needed to know as a sushi chef. And you learn it in a course that's really fast. But everything that I've learned, a lot of it is in the sushi restaurant. And I learned under Miki-san. She's 242 Cafe Fusion in Laguna Beach, which is really popular. And then another restaurant over here that's local in Huntington Beach. But it's just different styles.
I was just saying traditionally, because some of the stuff I've seen, like on TV, like on the Food Channel, the Cooking Channel, some of the stuff like Andrew Zimmer going around, they say those things so you kind of see it, and that's what I was wondering. Because I mean, a lot of it was more like you're saying exactly. It's more traditional.
And you definitely have to know tradition. I'm sorry. Yes, I should rewind. Definitely know tradition, how it looks like, what it tastes like, and then you kind of just grow from there. Got to keep getting better and better, whatever you like. Sushi doesn't mean raw fish. Sushi actually means vinegared rice.
So sensei isn't just to martial arts. Sensei is also to sushi?
Yeah, so sensei means like a master, a teacher, somebody that knows more than you and is teaching you. Yeah, so sensei.
So is the sushi teacher, is it called a sushi sensei?
No, you just call him a sensei. A sensei,
the sensei basically means teacher, so.
Yeah, so
master. Yes, it's like a respect. Before you, they're taking, they have so much knowledge, and they're taking the time to take you under their wing and teach you everything. So yeah, sensei.
Where would you find a school for that?
So here in California, so actually I went to school for accounting, and I have a degree in accounting, but that's not what I wanted to do. And I found a sushi school called the Sushi Chef Institute. And it was one of those schools you in 2 months, but it's like condensed course where you learn all the fundamentals, how to wash rice, how to deconstruct fish, just Japanese understanding. So mine was in LA, in Torrance. So my sensei, Andy Matsuda, he's been a sushi chef maybe 27, almost 30 plus years. Every sushi chef that's in America knows who Andy Matsuda is. Sensei Andy. I just so used to call him Andy Sensei. So there's probably chefs that in Kansas that would know him, because a lot of people fly to go learn from him. Or you're gonna go fly to Japan and then try to study for 10 years. But he took, like I said, he teaches you the fundamentals, helps you find a job, and it's like a family. And
not trying to rush off or anything, Miss Jenny,
no
but
problem.
we've got to wrap this one up because we got another person in studio ready. But where can they find you? What's your Roku channel under? What's your Instagram under? So everybody knows where to go see this, because I'm going to try to find your Roku channel after this.
Yeah. Okay, so on Roku TV, the Roku channel, you'll search Jenny with the Y, Sushi with an E, or The Jenny Sushi Show. And then also on Instagram, Jenny with the Y, Sushi with an E. So it's Sushi, like female.
It's Jenny Sushi.
I mean, all my social media platforms is the same thing. Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook.
Oh, Jenny Sushi.
I
guess I shouldn't say those
love
kind of
everybody
things
that
because.
Quick, where can you get the magazine?
Oh, so the cookbook magazine. I'm so super excited.
She has a
We are
cookbook
still trying to
magazine.
finalize the cover because we got some celebrities that so we might do a doodle cover. So I'll be posting that on my Instagram. So at Jenny Sushi.
I know this like I know
and
the
then
back
also
of my
on the
hand.
website,
What's that
which
thing?
is jennysushi.com.
Okay.
And Dora, have no shame. I will be blasting that out.
No, that's smart. It's the best way to get things out. So
Yeah, and it's fun. It's going to be a digital magazine, limited.
Okay, so when we wrap up, when they finally
digital
get
free.
Jenny
So I wanna
Sushi
make it
wrapped up
super
here,
Yeah, limited print.
we're gonna
So
have
if you wanna
Israel
actually
and
buy it,
Boya
then,
and Oso Marlin,
send it
or
out
as
to you.
Kenny
But
Bolin
everything's
referred to
free.
him
Check
last
it
week,
out.
Omar
I want
Oso.
everybody to see that women
And
can sushi too.
we will go.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Jenny, it's been a pleasure having you on. And when it gets closer to your cookbook getting ready to come out, maybe we could have you back on so we can puppet some more there for you.
Yes, I would love that. So I have both of your names, and I'm gonna follow you on Instagram. And yeah, anyways, thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for being on, man.
Yay, guys!
Okay, well, there we go. We are going to go back here. We have got Voya Gamble, and we have the fantastic Mr. Man himself, Oso Marlin, or as Kenny Starmaker Bolin referred to him a couple weeks ago, Omar Oso. And America's #1 black superhero, Israel, is with us as well. How are you, sir?
I'm here.
You know what I always think is great about Israel is that he can interview anybody about anything. He doesn't have to know anything but their name. Israel has interviewed, like we said earlier, the guy from American Pimp.
Yeah.
We tried to get him to drop some pimp knowledge, and he just wouldn't take the bait, baby.
We interviewed the Bang guy.
The Bang guy, yeah.
Yeah, the Bang voice. Who else? Antoine Carr.
Antoine Carr.
Did we do Nelly?
I think we might have done Nelly,
I think we
maybe.
did Nelly. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
We've talked to a lot of people. Tech9.
Yep.
What's funny is when we interviewed Tech9, we had every freaking broke dick rapper in the state of Kansas get a hold of us. They're like, "Dog, can I get you my demo?" And Israel tells them, "I can't be showing up to meet Tech9 with a bag full of CDs and look like some white trash Santa." and he shut them all down.
Yeah, I got hated on for that too. Oh well.
But Oso Marlin, Israel, we got Voya here. So Israel, I'll let you
boy,
start,
how
brother.
How you feeling today, man?